Is it true that police officers are instructed to park their police vehicles a certain way, and if they don't, they can get spoken to by their supervisors? Yes, it is true. And it's often why police officers off duty also park their vehicles the same way. And truth be told, after this video, you might want to start doing the same thing. Now, this is something I never really thought about when I was growing up until I got my driver's license and had to start parking myself. And I mean, just by being exposed to so many police officers, it kind of rubbed off on me. But later on, when I went to police college, this was something we absolutely had to do. It was a requirement. And if you didn't, believe me, it was noticed and recorded. I'm going to show you what it is, and then I'm going to explain it a little bit, and then I'm going to give you some real life examples of why it's actually important. But first, check out some of these photos. So as you can see, very similar, these police vehicles are all backed in, as they should be. And it makes sense on so many different levels. It can be more of a pain in the rear when you're initially parking your vehicle, we know that. But when you're leaving the spot, especially in a hurry, you're rushing out, it makes complete sense. As I mentioned in previous videos, not just police officers, but first responders in general are often required to go from 0 to 100 in snap of a finger. And I'm not talking about speed 0 from 100. I mean, your adrenaline, you got somewhere to go, you got an emergency call, and you go from 0 to 100 in a fraction of a second. And the last thing you need to be doing when you're out in the parking lot is doing some 8-point turn, trying to back up your vehicle and get out there in a hurry. Plus, I mean, it's actually pretty embarrassing. You rush out of a restaurant, you're going to get into your car because you got somewhere to go. And then, next thing you know, all the public's looking at you and you're backing out your car back and forth, trying to get somewhere out in a hurry. They think they're going to see something really cool. And that's what they're faced with. When you're on a call, you're faced with some emergency. You just want to get in your vehicle and go. Truth be told, I'd rather just leave the front windows down and hop in there like the Dukes of Hazzard, one of my favorite shows growing up, and just take off, go. Not every police officer follows this, okay? I mean, they should. And I'm not even too sure it's an actual policy or procedure. It's something that's preferred. Next thing you know, I make this video and people think it's something cops have to do. And now you got people out there taking pictures with their cell phones, posting them online, trying to get cops in trouble, thinking they're going against their policies or procedures, whatever the case is. It's just something that is good practice and absolutely should be done. Now picture this. This is a very real scenario I've personally been involved in dozens of times, I'm sure. You're at the police station and you're either having lunch or you're catching up on paperwork, whatever the case is. High priority call comes over the air. Or heaven forbid, I feel bad even saying this, an officer needs assistance. Now you got 10, 15 police officers who may be in the station running out the back door, getting into the vehicles in the parking lot, and they want to get into the cars and go. And if you see all the police vehicles lined up in a row, and they're able to just quickly drive out. It's beautiful. It works in sequence. Even if you're parked on both sides, you're backed in, you can just drive out. You're able to see what the other officer is doing. Now imagine not just one of those vehicles, but a few of those vehicles are not backed in. They're parked nose in. Now, instead of all the vehicles in a row being able to just get out quickly, now you got an officer who's backing up, looking over their shoulders. They're trying to do everything they can, and other officers are adrenaline's going, so they're trying to get out there in a hurry, and now maybe they're close together. You're doing a 6 or 8 point turn. I've seen it. It's embarrassing. Timing matters with these calls. Seconds matter. And that's why quite often, during some downtime, whether it's on day shift or night shift, when things are quiet, you would see a supervisor going out to the back parking lot and checking to make sure the vehicles were actually all backed in appropriately. And if they weren't backed in, the supervisor would take note of the scout car number, see who's assigned to that scout car during the day, and they'd be getting spoken to. I've been out and about grabbing a coffee. I know that's a real shocker, but grabbing a coffee at a coffee shop and it's busy, and I've had to wait in line up, 5-10 minutes. And even though I get towards the front of the line, this is the real tragic part, I get towards the front of the line, I have a high priority call come over my radio and I have to take off. And there's nothing better than just running outside, getting in your car and being able to drive off. And again, never mind the 8 point turns, you just got to get somewhere in a hurry. So listen, why not try it out? Why not start doing this? With backup cameras, it's never been easier to back your vehicle in. Although, listen, don't just purely rely on your backup camera, okay? Pay attention to peripheral. There's lots happening, especially in a busy parking lot. But you know what? Try this out. If you are interested at all in a career in emergency services, not just policing, then try this out and get used to it. And it's not just police officers and firefighters and paramedics that do this. Security guards do this, special constables. It simply makes sense. I'm going to post another video, I just have to film it, where anybody who's interested in any type of first responder career at all, even the military, or maybe you just want to find a way to better communicate and articulate yourself on the phone in certain situations, I'm going to post a video about what you should be doing right now. And this is something, even if you're 10 years old, you need to start this now. And it's kind of fun to do. I've known people who have taught their kids this ever since their kids could start talking. And it's really kind of cool. Again, I grew up like this, but it's just something fun to do. So please keep an eye out for that. And listen, if you've made it to the end here, thank you very, very much for this. I really appreciate you taking the time, going out of your way. And listen, I make these videos. I always say, if you don't find them informative, then maybe you at least find them entertaining. And again, I appreciate the support. If you have something to add, please leave a comment. So until the next video, be safe out there, look after one another, and perhaps we will see you again.